Hi, I'm Chad with moveable Guitar. This lesson is from our series Beginner Jazz Chords. In this lesson, I'm going to teach you 3 ways to play a major 6 chord. First off, if you like all the chord diagrams for this series, including the diagrams for this lesson, you can download our free eGuide, Beginner Jazz Chords, by clicking the link on the screen. So I'm going to teach you 3 ways to play a major 6 chord. I'm going to teach you one with the root on the 6th string, one with the root on the 5th string, and one with the root on the 4th string. And major 6 chords are really nice sounding chords. They're not as common as a major 7 chord, but they can typically be used in place of a major 7 chord. So if you see a major 7 chord, in most situations you can interchange it with a major 6 chord and then just try it out and see if you like the sound. So like I said, I'm going to show you 3 ways to play the major 6 chord. The first one will be with the root on the 6th string like I mentioned, and it's going to be a G major 6 because the lowest note is my root and that's a G note, and it would sound like this. And the way you fret this is with your 2nd finger on the 6th string 3rd fret, your 1st finger on the 4th string 2nd fret, your 4th finger on the 3rd string 4th fret, and your 3rd finger on the 2nd string 3rd fret. And the strings that you're not fretting you just mute out. So this is a movable chord, there's no open strings, so whatever your lowest note is, that's the name of the chord. So like I said, I'm on a G note, so this is G major 6, but I can move it up here. This would be an A note as my lowest note, that'd be an A major 6. So I can move this anywhere up and down the fretboard. And the way this chord is voiced is root, major 6, major 3rd, perfect 5th, or root 6, 3, 5. So that's the first version. The second version, like I said, is going to have the root on the 5th string, and that would be a C major 6 because again the lowest note is my root and the lowest note that I'm playing is a C, so that makes it a C major 6. And that would sound like this. And the way you fret this is with your 4th finger on the 5th string 3rd fret, your 2nd finger on the 4th string 2nd fret, your 3rd finger on the 3rd string 2nd fret, and your 1st finger on the 2nd string 1st fret. And you may notice this is just like holding an A minor open chord, but instead of letting the 5th string ring out, you're fretting that like I showed you on the 5th string 3rd fret. So this could actually be an A minor / C as well. It's a chord synonym with this C major 6 voicing, but since we're talking about C major 6s, this is what we're going to call it because it just depends on the context what you would actually call it. And the voicing for this chord is root, major 3rd, major 6, and then a root again. So this voicing doesn't have a 5th in it. But if you're going to leave a note out of the chord, the 5th is usually what you would leave out first. It's the least important note in most chords. Least important interval, I should say. And again, any note that you're not fretting is muted out, so this is a movable chord. And like I said, the lowest note is the name of the chord, so I'm on C, that's C major 6. If I moved it up to here, I'd be on D as my lowest note, that'd be a D major 6. So again, I can move this anywhere up and down the fretboard. So the last version I'm going to show you has the root on the 4th string like I mentioned, and this is actually going to be an F major 6 that I'm showing you. But again, just like all of them, they're movable, so you just have to know what your root note is and then you have the name of the chord. So here's an F major 6. So the way you fret this chord is with your 1st finger barring in the 3rd fret. So you're barring from the 4th string through the 1st string, and then your 3rd finger is on the 3rd string 5th fret, and your 4th finger is on the 1st string 5th fret. So with your 1st finger, you're really only fretting the 4th string and the 2nd string, because your 3rd and 4th fingers are playing these notes up in front of it. And the way this chord is voiced is root, perfect 5th, major 6th, major 3rd, or root, 5, 6, 3. And again, it's a movable chord. All the notes that you're not fretting are muted out, so this can be moved anywhere, and the lowest note again is your root. So since I'm on an F, that's an F major 6. If I move it up to here, I'd be on a G, so that'd be a G major 6. So that's 3 ways to play a major 6 chord. If you'd like to learn more beginner jazz chords, check out the rest of the lessons in this series. And be sure to download the eGuide. Like I said, it has all the diagrams for this chord as well as all the chords in this series. So it'll be really useful to you. And be sure to subscribe because we had at least one new lesson every day.